The following presentation is brought to you by Harmony in Motion. We truly hope you enjoy the following presentation. Before there was a nation, there was a body that was taken from its land, its language cut away, its name erased, a body packed into darkness, pressed against strangers, lying in its own sickness, counting days without knowing if land would ever return. On the plantation, the sun did not rise with hope. It rose as a clock, working until the skin split, working until blood mixed with sweat. Work while hunger gnawed so deep it felt permanent. A body was not a person, but sadly just a possession or inventory. Punishment was public, because terror works best when it is shared. A mistake meant scars. Resistance meant death. Silence meant survival, sometimes. Furthermore, women were violated unfortunately, without consequence. Children learned fear before math or any language. Families were sold apart like broken furniture. This was not cruelty by accident, but a malicious plan. And yet, the body remembered something, that it was human, that it was alive, that it was not meant to belong to anyone. When that body finally stood up, when it said no more, freedom was not given, but taken. The price of freedom, Haiti's impossible debt. In 1804, Haiti did what no enslaved people had ever done before. They overthrew their enslavers. They defeated one of the most powerful empires of their time. They destroyed slavery and declared themselves free. For the first time in history, people reduced to property by economics ended the system that exploited them, not through negotiation, not through permission, but through resistance. The world watched in disbelief. A nation had been born from revolt, but freedom did not bring peace. It brought fear. Haiti's victory threatened order. If people enslaved for profit could defeat France, what would stop others? So Haiti was therefore isolated, unrecognized, and economically strangled, punished not for wrongdoing, but for rebelling against inhumane conditions. 21 years later, in 1825, France returned, not with congratulations, but with warships. France delivered an ultimatum: pay, or face invasion. The demand was 150 million gold francs, or roughly 3 billion euros. Payment for lost land, referring to Haiti. Lost profits from their biggest plantation. Lost property, referring to the slaves. Haiti did not owe France for slavery, but France charged Haiti for ending it. Haiti did not have the money, so Haiti was forced to borrow it from French banks with extremely high interest. The formerly enslaved had to borrow money to pay their former enslavers for their own freedom. The debt did not build schools, roads, or hospitals. It drained the country instead, year after year, generation after generation. When Haiti struggled to pay, they took more loans. New debt replaced old debt. Later, foreign banks, including American ones, joined the malicious lucrative opportunity. By the time the final payment was made in 1947, the damage was complete. Haiti had technically paid France off, but Haiti had lost over a century of its future, paying for a crime it didn't commit. The debt was gone, but the consequences were permanent. Today, the world asks, why is Haiti poor? But a better question is, what would any nation look like after being forced to pay for its freedom for more than 100 years? Haiti did not fail. Haiti was billed for being too strong. We are grateful for Haiti, not for the violence that made them the first Black emancipation, but for their bravery, soul, close-knit communities, hard workers, food, and we can't forget the lovely compa music. Sac passe mes amis, our love can't just go away. It's good over evil every day.